What is up, everybody? Hope you guys are doing amazing. This is Nas. Of course, we've got Daniel here, and today, of course, as always, we're continuing our build for a 3D portfolio that looks like this. This is kind of our goal, and yeah, we're just having fun. We're enjoying this. We are learning with you how to build this as well, especially on the 3D side. So that's the interesting part personally for me. And like I said, and then we're going to use Spline as well to do this. We're using NextJS, TypeScript, TailwindCSS, and React 3 Fiber to make all this happen. So, anyways, what's up? Oh, hey there, everybody. How's it going with you, Van? Good to see you. Yo. Da, 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 da. So where are we at right now? We've got a pretty good chunk done. We kind of have... Oh, what was this? That's weird. Oh, it reacts. Look at this. It reacts to oh, I forgot to share my screen. My bad. Hold on. Yeah, good. Oh yeah, look. I did. It's because when you use like when you use a touchpad, it allows you to do that, but for some reason I don't know why. Yeah. How is it going, everybody? All right, so this is kind of where we're at right now. Of course, today the goal is pretty simple, honestly. Our goal is to actually get these icons into here, into our design, using Spline. So that's our goal, honestly. We have this stuff already done, and I guess we'll see how far we can get. Yeah, Daniel? Yeah. 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 Those of you who are asking, what are we doing? Well, Rita, what we are doing is exactly, we're building a 3D portfolio. It looks a little bit like this, using Next.js, using 3JS, using TypeScript, using TailwindCSS. It's a 3D model portfolio for developers to build, basically, and to even use. Of course, it is mobile friendly, as you can see, so it works on mobile as well. And the goal here is for us to learn how to build this, and then at some point when we're done building this, we're going to create a full-on video from scratch, from start to finish, building this in the most cleanest version you possibly can. But right now, me and Daniel are showing the behind the scenes of what it takes to build stuff like this, and then teach on YouTube, pretty much. This is behind the scenes is what we're doing, basically. As I'll say that. So there we go. Hopefully that makes sense to you. Anyways, let's do this, Daniel. So we've got our create. I really like this, by the way. What we've got yesterday is like, as you hover over it, it just kind of twists a little bit. That's so damn. It's so powerful, man. Yeah. So let's do this. So let's first, what we need to do is we need to create our logo first, right? Our Twitter logo. Yes. So we're gonna use Spline. Yes. So let's go ahead and get started with Spline. Do I need to create an account? I think I already have an account, actually. Yeah, there we go. I have an account. So new file. Yes, Daniel. New file in Spline. And what do we want to do? Oh, 3D icon. Oh shit, they already have it for you. Oh my goodness, this is so good. Wow. All right. Wow. Wow. Yeah. So tell me, so how do I move around this thing? Do I use like command? How do I move around here? Yes. Command. Okay, well, okay, so I'm pressing. That's what happens. Ah, interesting. Muy interesante. Hold on, Daniel. By the way, are you muted? By the way, on Zoom? Oh, no, talk. Talk again. Talk again. Say again. Oh, why are you muted? Why can I not hear you from on Zoom? That's so weird. Oh, I know why actually. Hold on. Oh, wow. Well, I screwed up with this one. Hold on. I got it now. I got it. I got the solution, guys. Processing. Talk now?
Okay.
There we go.
Okay, cool.
Now you got it. Everybody can hear you. I screwed up a little bit, so that's why.
No, you're good.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's one way where you could rotate is when you press command and then you hold down the scroll wheel and then you just drag it around. And then say if you don't want to go full 360, say you just want to go from like left to right. And the only key you would replace is the command key. You'd replace that with the space bar. So you press space, hold, and then you could drag
and
back
you just
and
go
forward.
like this. And then
So you could drag.
Commit.
If you don't want to rotate.
The only problem is like rotating is like so fucking hard. Because like you're scrolling the same time while you're rotating. You see how it's like yeah, that's so weird. Yeah.
As long as you don't like roll the scroll wheel, I don't think it shouldn't zoom in like where you're kind of like scrolling in because you can do it pretty quick.
No, see?
I know the scroll wheel is a little bit tough, I know, but like
there we go.
That's the one they give us.
Nice.
I don't know if you could change the
Dude, I really like
but...
this 3D effect. Like this 3D effect of like the Twitter thing. Look at this. Like, do you think we can create that?
Let me see. I think you can extrude PNGs. I haven't played around with that too much, but let me test it out real quick
because we got the music icons. This is the music. You see how it's casting a shadow? Like, how sick is that?
I think okay. So the difference is that music icon. It's an SVG or something. Because if you click on music, if you look at the left tab, you see where it highlights in the left tab.
Yeah,
I think it's like a path. Like it's drawn out.
Yeah.
So it's more easily extrudable because it's my thing is a PNG, and you can't just extrude a PNG like that. So
but what if we got a Twitter icon that is an SVG?
You could look at that. Because I know it provides the path, and we could potentially extrude it. I wouldn't know if it works 100%, but let's test it out.
Yo, what's up, Kishan? What's up, everybody? Okay, so let's do this. Let's just import the Twitter icon here. So we gotta get the Twitter icon here. Twitter icon, right?
Yep.
There we go. You guys can hear. Oh yeah. So I screwed up. That's why nobody can hear you. Could hear you. I'm like, what's going on?
I was like, what happened though? Because like, weren't you able to hear me like a few seconds before that?
No, it's because it's the processing of like, it's weird, man. It's how this stuff works.
Haha. Well, actually, so
we have this icon, but I don't think it's SVG though.
So I think with these SVGs is, we could test it out. Because I feel like the path is only the outline, so I feel like only the outline would get extruded, but I could be wrong.
Well, look, it says simplified SVG.
Try that, yeah. Try that.
So let's do 100 by 100.
I think that's good.
Download? How is this free? What is this website? Icons 8. Oh, right.
Oh, Icons 8, they definitely have paid icons.
Yeah. Okay, so we got that, basically. So to drag that in, do you think I just drag it in like this?
You should be able to. You see it? It recognizes.
Oh my goodness!
So it might be hard to see. So rotate around your screen.
Let's see.
One thing I would do is on the left tab. Okay, so you already are clicking on the icon, right?
So there's my Twitter. Hold on. There's my Twitter. Ah, there it is.
There it is.
There it is. There is our little Twitter. Oh, it's so cute.
Yeah, and of course,
dude, I hate this directional thingy. Look at it. It just zooms in automatically at the same time. So
really,
yeah. So there's the shape, by the way. So the same shape here as there is a shape here. So maybe we can create like
So the way you would be able to make it more 3D looking is using something called extrusion. So if you look at the right tab, so
let's make this
on the
bigger. Let's make this bigger for now. So let's make this
bigger,
bigger.
okay, yeah, for sure.
Okay, so now, come on.
So the way I would recommend positioning it is using the axis you see above.
Yeah, all like this right here.
Because I
Boom,
feel like when you
up,
drag it, like it looks like it's moving
what the
one way,
hell
but when you
happened
change
here?
your perspective, it moves another.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, this is.
I mean,
working in 3D is really difficult. Yeah.
Yeah, positioning in this is a little bit tough, but
Yeah.
once you finally find that right position, find where it's lined up.
Gotcha. So there we got that. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Oh, this is cool. This is a good song.
Nice.
All right, so then we got that. So how do we go ahead and create extract it?
Extrusion. So scroll back up on that right side. You see there's a section called shape.
Yeah.
Towards the bottom.
Yeah.
See the one that says extrusion?
Yeah.
Try extruding it. So just drag it.
Bro, it works.
Change the color. So there's material at the bottom. So if you go down material, you passed it, scroll up, you see material, you see color.
Yeah.
You could change that to any
Let's make
color.
the color the same as this music box. Hold on.
Oh, so they're already using a predefined material.
Yeah,
so
yeah, it's
you
called
could use
icon.
that material. Yeah.
Can I copy
So
this
if you-
anywhere?
Actually, it's kind of like Figma. So if you go back, you see material. Do you see the 4 icons next to the material?
Yes.
Right at the top. Click on it.
This right here?
Yeah, click on that, yeah. And then look where it says icon, my assets. It's right there. You don't even have to search it, but yeah, you can do that.
Oh my goodness, dude! Oh wow.
It's like Figma, how it like stores.
Dude, I know it's casting the shadow. Look.
Oh,
bro.
That's fucking actually pretty good. I'm kind of like in shock how good that looks right now.
Okay, ready? So hold on. Let me go ahead and go around this thing. Okay, it's a bit too much in terms of like how big it is.
You could play around with the values, and then
Yeah.
I'd say let's do some cleanup first and get rid of some stuff that we don't need. Like we get rid of the music icon.
Yeah, let's get rid of this music icon. So you wanna? Well, actually, before we get rid of it though, let me move it. Wait, no, that's not what I want. I wanna move it out.
Click on that.
I wanna move it out first.
Okay.
And then what I wanna do instead is I wanna look at exclusion is 14. So that's exactly. Yeah, I wanna see 14 here. Bro, look at this. This is exactly what we're looking for.
These are amazing, man. Holy
Dude. What else can we copy here? So the bevel is 1.
Bevel, I forget what bevel is.
Let's see.
I think it's how the
like it makes it look like
out.
Yeah. So one is fine. 1.
Yeah.
1. 2, there we go. Then bevel sides 2. 2. Then we've got corner. What does that corner do?
Corner?
I don't really see anything.
The corner, I think, really doesn't have an effect. I think it's something to do with like the corner of its container.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
we don't really need that because
Yeah.
we already kind of have the shape.
So this is
that can be anything.
And then the subdivision is 8. Not sure what that is either, honestly.
Oh, don't worry about subdivisions. The lower the subdivisions, the better, because that refers to how many triangles create the faces of these 3D shapes. Because basically, what creates 3D shapes is polygons. The less polygons, the better, because that's less points that have to get drawn. There's a bunch of details just to make after more performant. Less divisions, the better.
All right, so there we go. So we position it here. So here's us looking straight at it. Let's make this smaller, right?
Yep, and then
boom.
Good. And then you could rotate around to see if it's like how it's positioned on it.
So
like
we need to position it
like
now backwards.
And you could place it.
So how do you position it? Like this?
Yeah. Like that, and then you could rotate around to see how it looks from different perspectives, just to see if you like it. You can see maybe.
Oh, bro! Look at this.
But, yeah.
Now, do you know how do we center it perfectly? Center? Is it like a perfect centering or no? Or you're just gonna have to go by eye?
You gotta kind of estimate it. I'm sure there's something with Spline where you could reference a container and how you could center something on it. I'm sure there's something like that. I just haven't seen it yet. They're playing around with this.
By the way, bro, this looks so good. Does it
This
not?
is looking insane. It looks great, yeah.
So option click option does what again?
Okay, so if you want to rotate around like you're doing, you use command, scroll wheel, click, and then if you want to go from left to right, you press the space bar and click down on the scroll wheel. If you just want to go from like left to right, based on
just
your
like
orientation.
This. Okay, yeah, it might make sense.
Control, I don't know if control does anything.
Yeah, I keep it.
Or actually, you know how I said space bar? You could even, I think you could just press down the scroll wheel and it'll drag from left to right.
Yeah, it does.
Okay, yeah. So maybe we don't need space bar.
I
don't know what the difference is.
Like it just look at what it does though. It constantly zooms in.
Really?
Yeah, because
when I do command and I press down on the scroll wheel, like it just rotates around it. It doesn't zoom in on mine.
Yeah.
Are you rolling the scroll wheel like at all?
I'm trying my best not to, bro.
Oh.
Try my best not. It's like.
Wait, anyway. You said you're using a trackpad?
No,
I'm using
an actual. I'm using an actual thing. Yeah.
Okay, got you. Because I don't know how, like, if you're using a trackpad, I don't know how that affects it, but yeah. Interesting. It's fine though. I know.
Let's remove this. Let's remove this music now because we don't need this, right?
Yeah. So you could just press backspace on it, I believe.
So it says cast shadows, receive shadows. So same thing, I guess, on this one.
Yeah.
Cast shadows, receive
already
shadows.
does, which is what you want. You want to be able to like. Cast shadows means it can actually, when light hits it, it'll actually create a shadow.
Yeah.
And then receiving a shadow means like it can actually, whatever object has the receive shadow property can actually show that shadow.
Okay, so let's go ahead and remove this. I can just cut this out. Yeah.
Yeah, just cut it out. And then that title, do you see the text in that left sidebar?
Don't need that either.
You could remove that. We don't need that. Yeah.
So I'm gonna move this shape actually into.
Yeah, you want to group everything together.
Yeah, so now it's all in one container.
Yes. Nice. And then you could probably delete the icons, that thing at the top on the left side, because I think that was just the container.
Dun 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 dun. Don't need that. Guys, this looks epic, no?
Looks great. And then if we want to like change its angle, like the way it looks, of course you could play around with that and change it.
So so our goal is for it to look a little bit. I mean, wait, currently it's. Yeah, no, that's great. So our goal is to make it look a little bit more so like this, right? Where it's kind of like flat, right? So we need to kind of twist it and turn it, basically, is what we need to do here, correct?
Yeah.
So how do we do that then? So imagine.
Wait, one thing. Are we able to do like live collaborations together on this? Because that'd be actually really cool. If, like we could like collaborate live on the Spline editor together.
Share?
Yeah, like how does share work? Oh, like share entitled? Yeah, because that'd be actually pretty cool if we can.
So here.
If we can work together. But the way you would rotate it is
Daniel. What email are you using, Daniel?
Oh, here. I'll share it with you in Slack. Just to keep it simple.
Don't worry, everybody can still see it anyways.
It's okay. It'll take longer me trying to spell it out. Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
I shared it on Slack, so it makes it easier to just copy and paste it.
Boom.
There we go.
Well, let's see. I mean, so I invited you to it.
Inbox, okay, nice. Okay, I can accept it. I can open.
Oh, there's Daniel. So can you now do something with it?
Oh, there we go. Watch. Let's see if I can rotate it.
Oh, bro, let's go!
Collaboration, man. Holy shit. Okay, this is sick.
All right,
okay, I'm gonna reset its rotation. So thing first,
we're gonna become professional 3D editors. I'm telling you, bro.
Dude, I'm wanting to learn so much 3D stuff. It's like it's insane.
Okay, so we got this camera, right? So and then this right here is this directional light. Oh, yeah, it's directional light. So this is where the light is hitting, guys. Those of you who don't know, it's like the light is hitting from here to here, and that's what creates these shadows. That's why like, you kind of have this, right? That's the whole part of 3D. So that's when you think about it that way. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's continue on.
I'm gonna do something because I want to clean it up just a little bit. There we go. Bam. So now we just got on the left side. We just got a container, which has our 3D Twitter icon, and then of course the blue background that's gonna hold the icon, and then we have a directional light.
Yes.
So what we want to do in order to be able to rotate it is we just shift its position. So what you can do is click on container, like to highlight the whole thing, not just the shape.
Let's do that. Yep.
Look on your right side. Do you see something that says position and scale and rotation?
Yeah. Yep.
Those are the main transformation properties, and this and rotation is going to be the main one that allows us to actually move it. But the first thing I want to do is I want to position it back in the center of the. This is basically what we're editing, like in a scene. Like you know how we played around with scene. Yeah. We're basically in a scene. We're in a 3D environment, and the way position and stuff works is the same as in 3JS.
So you're trying to position it in the center. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. So how you would do that is you set the position to 0 for the Y, X, and Z. So you're just putting it back in the middle.
So do that right now.
So if you look at the right, I don't know if it's gonna show you live me editing it, but
yeah, I see the live edits right there. 0 Y 0 and then Z 0. Yeah.
So now it's centered, which is gonna make sure that we can really.
So this is the x-axis, the y-axis, and the z-axis is like the z-axis is like down there,
coming towards us.
Coming towards us, basically, yeah. So like
if you go above,
negative, you see, goes away from us. You see.
Yeah.
While
exactly
positive, and you actually kind of see it right there, the z-axis right there, like the perspective of the z-axis.
Yeah. So like if you rotate your screen to look above the icon, you'll be able to see. So if you press Command and then
right there,
see the blue, that's your Z. The red is gonna be your X.
That's the Z-axis right there.
I think the Y is a green color, but that's like
so you guys see the Z-axis? So you see how it's going? So out and then in, right? So this is gonna be at 0 basically.
Yeah, and then of course you play around on the X-axis, you're gonna go left and right.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, that's just like the basics of like how you can understand what X, Y, and Z is to position things in the space. But there's other things you can do other than change its position. You can actually rotate it so that the icon, that the 3D object is oriented differently.
Yeah.
And that's through rotation.
Okay, so let's rotate this thing.
Yeah. Scale is fine. We always, whenever you have 3D icons, you always want to keep the scale at 1.
Oh, okay. Because then you can always modify the camera, basically.
Exactly. You could modify the camera, and you could change the scaling of it within the code, especially if you use 3JS, of course. So in this instance, if you do need it bigger, then yes, mess with the scale. But typically, like especially if you're gonna use 3JS, you can mess with the scaling of the model.
So imagine, the way I see it is like, okay, so we want to kind of like, so basically, so now to rotate this, from my understanding, basically, right? If you want to rotate it where like it goes like out, basically, so like it kind of like falls back, you have to rotate it over the x-axis, I'm guessing, right?
Yes. And actually, you don't even have to modify. Yeah. Oh, I forgot you could click and drag.
Yeah.
Also, do you see like when you I guess highlight the object, you see like you know how you could move the arrows to move the
yeah.
If you see those curvy lines on it, you could actually use those to rotate it.
Ah, which ones? Oh, this one?
Look, so not that one. Use that one. Like that. That's gonna. You click on it. You can rotate it that way as well. If you wanna do it that way, I think that's rotating it on the y-axis.
On the y-axis, yeah.
Yeah. And then the red one will rotate it on the x-axis, so it's gonna move it back and forth like this. So it's gonna move it like that.
Yeah.
And then Z is gonna move it. I believe.
This way. Yep.
Actually, no. That looks like the Y. This is the Z-axis, so it's gonna actually spin it. That's a Z.
Damn.
Damn. Getting some magic tricks going on.
I know, bro.
But what I'm gonna do is I'll just quickly reset it so that we can more easily adjust it.
0. Okay,
But
so
yeah, there
we
go.
need to so looking at the actual design, we need to, so it needs to fall back. So that's number 1. So right.
Yes.
So let's have it fall back, basically. So over the
Go for it.
so let's have it, no, not this way, this way. Correct.
Yeah, it's gonna be positive.
Right.
Or actually negative. My bad. Go ahead.
Like this, basically.
Okay.
And then it looks like from the design. So it went back. And then what did it do?
It's kind of
And then kind of like
you have to like almost like rotate it on the Z to have it facing.
and it,
like
and it feels like it's a little bit on the y-axis too, because like a little to the right side.
Potentially, yeah. Yeah, let's play around with it. See what it looks like.
But it depends on what you're looking at. How are you looking at this? Hold on. How do I reset my camera view?
Camera.
I think my
Personal
camera.
camera. Where's
Yeah. There we go.
Nice. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. This is so difficult. Come
Yeah,
on!
it is a little bit tough.
For the love of God. Stop. Okay. Okay. So there we go. So there's that. So I still think the axis, it still needs to be more, needs to be more back. So I think it's kind of like this. Okay. I think this is it. No? And then Z, I think needs to turn a little bit more out.
I think that looks good.
Yeah, kind of like that is what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I
No?
think that's good. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
so there you go. So there's that pretty much. Let's actually now import this into. So yes, we did. Yes, we did. So some asked, did we import this as SVGs? Yes, we did. There we go. So that's good. So I like that. So there's our SVG basically. There it is. Now we need to go ahead and import that into here, correct? And to do that, all we gotta do is hit export, code export, and you can just simply do like React, honestly.
Yep.
And then there's your spline right there.
This is pretty sick.
That is. So I can actually take this whole thing. I can literally just copy this whole thing. Copy, import spline here. Right there. Go into my code sandbox. Go into the header, right? Because I believe that's where the header is. So right here.
No, what we could do potentially is we could actually have all the icons like in one spline, and we could position them to how they look in the design, and just import that as one file to take up the right side.
Yeah, that's valid. That's valid too. We can do that too. That's a possibility. I don't see why not.
Because I know it might be harder to position because in here we only have spline. You can't really modify.
Well,
I don't know if
what you can do, you can modify the parent, so it will actually follow the parent. Get it?
Oh yeah.
So
of course.
So we could do like a div, for example.
And we could do position absolute.
Exactly.
And,
and then here's what you do, like class name, right? And then you say here like and then inside here is where you put the spline thing in there. So for example here, you can actually take this code now.
Oh yeah, that's totally valid. Like I know that's definitely a method we can use for sure too. Yeah.
Like so. And then what you do is you say, how do you do position of in Tailwind CSS? Let's see. Tailwind.
Knowing what I know now with SVG, since you did that, we could do some really cool stuff for some of the other icons.
Right? Absolutely.
Like I don't get too ahead of myself right now. You gotta get this one.
Here, like, oh my god. All right, so we just say absolute in this one.
Yes. Yeah.
So we say absolute. Right, and then we say.
I'm thinking for that, should we create a parent for like for the right side and relative position on that?
Oh, bro, check
header?
this out.
That is crazy.
It's at the top right there. So one thing we do need to do though is, let me go and I'll put this here.
Do we got a right side container for like, because I know we have a container for the left side for the text and stuff. Wow.
So
that's sick.
So a few things we need to do. So
I think the background, we need to use the background color on the spline.
Well, you can remove the background actually. So we can go to here.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So we can actually go to here, and then the play settings, BG
I
color,
forgot about that
hide, update code export.
Oh yeah, and if we don't want them to be able to like do certain things, like you know how like certain accidental things with like scrolling and stuff that you had, I think you could disable that stuff in some of the settings as well.
Really?
Yeah, well, we could do some research on that one because I don't know exactly which.
Yeah. So now,
exactly
if I refresh this again, it should technically not have a background.
Let's see.
There we go.
Sick.
See? So now this can be positioned.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So pretty cool, huh? And so now, cool. This is a whole div now. Let me go ahead and inspect that one of this thing. Because I was playing around with it yesterday.
Yeah. I know. I saw. I was like, "Oh, nice! You're using Spline. Love it."
Yeah. So there it is. This is the one right there, basically. And basically, like right now, what we're gonna do is we can actually give it a specific width. So let's give it like a width. Let's just say of like what 100 pixels by 100. I don't know, 200 pixels or something.
Yeah.
Width.
Yeah.
Let's just say an example here.
It's just W. It's just W.
Oh, W. I keep forgetting, right? W.
Yeah, it's just W.
So width 200 pixels, right? And then the age 200 pixels, right? And then if we save that now, let's see what happens. So there it is, right? So there is our 200 pixels. Well, what you want to do now is actually, I feel like we wanted to like, there's this thing called auto zoom. And then you want to remove zoom on it. Remove pan on it. The auto zoom, I think, will automatically zoom it to fit the content, I believe. Yeah or no? I don't know. Yeah, there we go. See?
Wow. Okay. Yeah. That's sweet.
You see?
Yeah.
And so now, well, I can still rotate it though, unfortunately. So we need to remove the rotation on it too.
I think it's orbit. So the property you want to remove, I don't know if you removed that one already. I think orbit is what gives it that. So
orbit as well? Yeah.
Yeah.
Update code export. I don't know what this page scroll thing means though.
I think you can do animations when you scroll on the page. Like you could do certain things on scroll, but I wouldn't know how that works.
Okay. So let's see. Let's refresh this.
See? What happens if you try to rotate?
You can't.
There we go.
There we go. There you go. And so now we can place this, right? Because this is 200 pixels, right? Now we can place this anywhere we want. So let's just say now here, we can say here, for example. But what happens if I make this 300 pixels? Let's just say, is it actually?
Try it.
Someone asked the question. No, we do not. So that looks cool. I like that part. So what happens if I make it like 300 pixels by 300? Is it actually gonna auto zoom to be bigger?
Let's see.
Like, oh, what happened there?
Whoa. Huh.
Oh yeah, it does. See?
Wow, I love it. That looks. I'd say we could about 250 pixels. I think it's a good size.
You think so?
Yeah. Or what does it look like in design? Just because
it's pretty big in design, man.
Yeah, that's true. It looked actually the way you have it with Spline looks even better than the design.
I know, bro, because we're just that good.
We are, man. We just are.
We're just that good. Looks lovely, forgotten, ain't it? Forgotten something guy says.
Anon.
Thank you.
Anon, like anonymous.
Anonymous. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Everybody's trying to be anonymous nowadays, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crypto Web3, you just gotta
So
Conceal your
now,
identity
guys, what we can do is we
completely.
can position. So because we have this like this, we can actually position it properly now. So
Yes.
so let's go and position it now. And the way we want it to work. So let's go ahead and do that.
Yep.
Dude, look at that little small shadows. I love the like its quality. You know what I mean?
I love it. Yeah, like you're basically, like that's the cool thing about Spline is like if you just want to have simple 3D models, simple animations where like external state doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You could easily set that up in
So,
Spline and just have the lighting and everything set up for you.
So I got this idea, bro. Okay, here's my idea. I think
What is it?
what we do is, because let me see here. So looking at this here.
Okay.
Let me see. So you see how this is kind of like, I'm trying to think if this is like a separate div or not, is what I'm trying to figure out. You know what I mean?
I that's what I was thinking, because I feel like it might make it easier to position.
But then here it's positioned completely awkwardly. You know what I mean?
Should we make the container position absolute? And then we could have it positioned on the right side maybe, and then when it gets smaller to tablet, we could just make it overlap the hello, my name is Daniel.
'Cause I'm like,
Because we could remove like the click events on it, so that even though it's highlighted over it, it won't prevent us from clicking like get.
because what we can also do is we can also do like top, and we can actually calculate like percentage base. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Either way.
So let's see. We can always modify it. So right now it's kind of like here. Our goal is to put this somewhere in here. I would say is the goal. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can actually do Tailwind CSS and do like top.
Like what, 50%?
Yeah, you do actually 100%.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know how to do that though inside Tailwind CSS.
Well, I think you can use bracket notation to put 100% in it.
But there's got to be 100% inside here too, no?
You would think, right? Like top dash full.
Oh,
wait,
right there.
I just saw it. Yeah.
Oh my goodness!
So we can.
So
okay.
so top full is what it's called.
Yeah.
So now we do top full. So now check this out. So now I'm gonna save that and look at it. It's gonna be now. It's gonna be.
That's a code sandbox error.
Figure your shit out, Code Sandbox.
Right. You see, I know it does push it to the
So
bottom.
50% then.
Yeah.
So 100% of this. Okay, makes sense. Yeah.
Because I know the header
thinking.
takes up the whole like viewport.
So I think it'd be top
knew
1/2. I think.
1/, yeah, exactly.
I think that makes sense. But it'd be like top 1/2. What the hell happened there? Okay, top 1/2
Better.
minus, because the height of it is basically this whole thing,
Mm-hmm.
right? So that's why it's like that.
Mm-hmm. Actually, wait, because it might be a little bit larger. Because
Let's now do left line. Let's just do like again. We're gonna continue to play around with this. So we say left dash 1/2.
I think it's because like the other 3D model you created with like the description text at the bottom.
Yeah.
That's also a part of the same container that you're using that has relatives, so it's actually bigger than the viewable screen.
No, it's this whole thing. Like, you can see it right there. So that the actual thing is this whole thing. So it makes sense right here. See?
Wait, let me see.
That's the relative position. You see right there.
Okay.
Yeah. Because it's relative to this whole big chunk, not relative to that small little area.
Got it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that
see?
makes sense.
Yeah. So we can. I mean, again, there's like many ways to do this, guys. Right? For us, we can be a little bit more playful with this. So we can say here top, maybe 1/4. Let's just say.
Yeah. For sure. Let's see it.
Again, the goal here is like just to. Okay, there you go. So that's kind of there,
good.
right?
I think that's exactly where it should be. Like in terms of top positioning.
No. Well, top, yeah.
I guess
top,
a little
yeah.
bit lower because of the other icons.
But then like on the right side, you see?
You could do about like 30-40%.
Should we make it a little bit bigger? Actually, I think maybe it could be bigger, no?
Yeah, you could scale it up.
Maybe 350?
That's what I was thinking, another 50 pixels somehow.
Yeah. There's just so much playing around with this. It's insanity, guys.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Especially with 3D stuff, is you gotta really always play around with the values.
Curious how fast does it actually modify and adjust? Okay, there we go. So that's pretty good. So we've got that.
There might be a cool debugging tool that might make it easier to help position these things with like a scroll UI.
Ah, you mean like a scroll UI? I mean, we can do it here, bro. Look. Like, I think the goal, like, you can actually just click on, we can do it just here, honestly, here. Boom. You take this, take that with height, and then you just like, oh, I don't know if you can like, but you can do left, let's just say 60.
There's a cool tool I might potentially show in the future. It's really good for 3D development because especially when you have a lot of positions and stuff to do, it's really hard to calculate those good positions. But there's this like cool tool that allows you to implement a UI that allows you to use like drag things, like that allows you to update properties like positioning and stuff like that.
Really?
That can make it easy to position so you know exactly what values you want to use to make those things happen.
Okay, that's cool, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, because it can take a lot of time. Because once we start building out more of these icons, maybe in the next live, when we add everything, I can show like that tool because trust me, it'll make it so much easier to figure out the position.
Okay, gotcha.
And, yeah.
So let's maybe add the next icon. What do you think?
Yeah, I'd love to.
So next one is gonna be this one.
Yeah. So what we can do for that one is also get an SVG for
So let's name this one.
Yeah, name that Twitter icon.
Twitter. There we go. Okay, so we got that. That's cool.
Nice. That's a good first one.
There we go. And I can actually duplicate this one, right? Duplicate this one.
Yeah. And then if you want, we could use the same shape, or we could change it to where it uses like a circle instead of like a box.
I'll duplicate file. My bad. There we go. And now this is gonna be GitHub now.
Yeah, that's gonna be the GitHub icon.
Oh, fun stuff, man.
Yeah, Spline's really cool. It's a great way of getting introduced into 3D, I think, and really understanding things.
Fun stuff.
But, yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome.
Oh, that reminds me. I should do an Instagram reel, IG reel on creating 3D.
That'd be awesome. I'd love to see it.
Someone suggested you can use Calc. Thank you, Ali. Let's go.
Thank you.
Abdul suggested you can use Calc with Tail. Yeah, you're right. Actually, calculation could be great. We can calculate like the width of the actual box, and that could work too. I think right now our goal is let's just put the icons on there, and then we can modify the shape, the positions of them later on. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I think we just get them set up. We can get them placed relatively to where they should be, and then when we want to really specify where they should be, we can actually show that debug tool again.
Yeah.
It could really show you like a true because every 3D dev will recommend this tool.
Okay, so we've got this one. Let me share this next one with you. So share. Let me do it with you again. Viewer, editor.
I love that it has an inbox on Spline, and I could just accept it right from the Spline. I don't have to go to my email and accept it and open.
This is powerful, man.
So simple.
This is powerful.
Bam, accepted it just like that, and I'm already in it.
Ooh! Okay, now how do we create? Oh, this is my first song. Sorry. How do we now go ahead and create? So we need to make this into a circular shape, right? Yes.
So yeah. So what we can do is, I mean, we could corner it out more. So like we could make it into a circle, or maybe you can't. Maybe it doesn't allow you to. Okay, so if you go back to Spline, I can show you what corner it does, because I know
I got an idea, bro.
Wondering.
Hold on. Let's see what we got in terms of SVG icons. Like, like for GitHub, like for here.
I got a cool. You know what I was thinking? So like,
Yeah.
because I know how this SVG works, I was wondering if we could combine the shape and the SVG. So instead of extruding it outwards, it'll actually carve the shape of the icon within the circle.
That's what I'm thinking. Exactly. Yeah. So there it is. So we have this. There it is right there. You see?
Yeah.
So
There's something you could merge. You can merge it with the shape to create that cut, which would actually look really cool.
Okay, so let's try that. So let's try that here. So we got 90 by 90 simple SVG. So let's go ahead and download this one.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, so we got the SVG. Perfect.
Before we input the SVG, I'm thinking because so you see with the shape, with the blue shape, we can't make that into a circle. So I'm thinking we just delete the container and we could just add in the circle.
Yeah, using the ellipse tool right here.
Actually, if you click on the plus icon, it should give you.
Wait,
you know what?
Wait, don't
ellipse,
delete that. Yeah, hold on. Don't do Command Z. Don't delete that. Do Command Z. Because I think just like uncheck it or something, or like hide it. Mainly because like I want to still have all the like material stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So now we've got yeah, there we go. Perfect. Yes, thank you. Now let's make now let's make a circle, a cube, a sphere.
So use that. You would use the ellipse tool. So use the ellipse tool. It should just place it where you want to place it. We're gonna center it to 0, 0 anyways. Okay. And yeah, so it's gonna turn to a default gray. So what I'll do is I'll hover over it really quickly.
Where's the Z axis?
I'm just gonna.
Where's the Z axis?
I'm just gonna center everything real quick to 0, 0, just so we don't have to do it all by hand.
Is the Z axis green or the Z axis is blue?
So actually, it's laying flat. What we're gonna do is we're gonna rotate it upwards.
Yeah,
so that's
what I'm thinking right now, right? Right now it's like
yeah. This is how it's gonna do it by default every time. It's just gonna lay it flat.
Yeah, makes sense.
But what we can do is actually do that, and then boom, there we go. I don't know which way it's rotating, but there we go. So now the axes are fixed and positioned correctly.
And so now we have this kind of like you guys see here.
Yeah.
It's just kind of like it's flat, right?
So it's like a plane. So planes by default will only show one side, which is why if you rotate around, you won't see the other side.
Yeah.
But once we extrude it, we won't have that problem anymore.
So to extrude it now, what we can actually do is like you can actually do this extrusion thing right here on the right side.
Yeah, and then you can use the same extrusion value as the shape,
and then we go
as
boom.
the container.
You see that? You see how big it's going now? There we go. So now we can extrude it now. What was the extrusion on the other one? Do you remember?
It was I believe 12, if I'm not mistaken.
Let's see, ICMVG.
Let me see.
It was like 57.9. That was a weird one. 57.98.
Yeah.
So 57.9.
Very specific number, but yeah, we can do that.
I know, right? Someone's calling me. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, no worries. Yeah. And once you extrude it, then you could use the same material. If you want for the color. No, we want a different color though for the material. So we're gonna probably create a new material for this one.
Yeah. So did you put it at 57.98? Yeah.
Oh, I thought you had did that. I thought you had did that.
No, I got it. Boom, there it is. What the hell?
Whoa, hold on.
Wait.
Something else happened. I think it's the bevels. Yeah, it's because bevels was increased to like 37.
That's a big extrusion,
that weird
bro.
shape. Because look, yeah, there you go. Yeah, unless that's just the container. I think we're looking at the. What the hell?
Well, also it's the size. Hold on, the size here is 284, bro, by 284. Let's make the size huge, bro. Okay.
For the shape, yeah.
For the shape, so the size should be like 284. Let's say 284.
So it's gonna look more thin now, which just makes more sense.
By 284. There we go.
So now I think we can increase the extrusion to I think 50. So, yeah. I think it's making it thinner out now.
$56. What do you think about that?
Good.
Is that good?
I think that looks great.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that was good. Yeah. So there's our thing here. So there it is. Okay, I like it.
Yeah.
Directional light is still the same. Do we want it to be where it's like should it be white? Yeah, so it should be white, yeah?
I think just a white.
So then it should be white, and then the actual extrusion into it will be black, right?
Yeah, I would believe so. We just
Yeah.
gotta test that out to see how it would work.
So let's try that. So here, so let's change the color of this ellipsis to be like what, white, I guess?
Yeah, so you would just click on it, and then you'd go down to material, and then where color is, you just change the color. So
There's even a gradient you can
So
do.
yeah, those are different kinds of materials. So it's kind of like
glass. Oh.
Oh, nice.
Tune.
Yeah, and you could. I think
What is this?
glass might have specific properties of its own that you can modify and play around with.
Oh,
But yeah,
look at
there's
that,
different kinds of
bro.
materials to handle different properties.
Okay, so for us, we're just gonna make it white.
Yeah, so if you want, you can switch it just back to color. And then you just click on that, yeah, and then you can... Yeah, there you go, boom.
Okay.
And then, of course, you just import the GitHub SVG, and then, yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and do this. Let's get this baby in there. So there's our Twitter icon.
It's in the middle, so you might not be able to see it. There you go.
Oh my god, it's so tiny, bro. Look at this thing.
Holy shit.
You see it?
Yeah. Beauty of SVGs is how easily scalable they are.
Ew. Ew, it scales weird. There we go.
Yeah, you have to shift and then drag out a corner.
So we kind of have to do like almost like this, it feels like to me, no?
Yeah. Then change perspectives, because like I know it looks centered one angle, but then another angle it's not centered at all.
Oh, what the hell is this?
You see the angle, it throws you off.
Dude, that's fucking weird. There it is. No?
And then
I think once we can bring it closer though, it's gonna be
that's what
different.
I'm thinking. Bring it closer first, because it'll make it easier
well,
to
let's do this. Let's first change up the what's it called? The extrusion. So the extrusion for the other one was how much? Extrusion was 10.
Oh, for the SVG?
Yeah. 10. All right.
Nice.
Then also for this one, there was a small little bevel of 1. Let's see. So bevel of 1, and then bevel size of 2. There we go. And the corner, I still don't know what the fuck corner means.
It'll affect the corner of the container.
Ah,
So,
really?
like, it's not. You're not gonna really see it. I think that extrusion.
Oh, what the hell happened to extrusion, bro?
I have no idea. Go back.
Oh, because I think it went in as much as it went out. So I think when you screwed it back, hold on, look.
Go ahead.
That's just weird.
Right.
How do you screw it back? So obviously it's transparent, right, through here?
Oh, my bad. Just checking something. Yeah, but interesting.
Object, it says object flat, yes.
There you go. I got it. It's extruded. Fine now.
Wait, how?
What were you changing it on?
I was just extrusion, bro.
Okay, so look, so
Oh, see, look, it's back. Oh, wait, no. Wait, what did you do?
I have no idea, but
Oh, is it because I made it as flat? Hold on. What if I do it not flat? Is it because I made it flat? I mean, we did something, brother. We don't know what we did, though.
Huh. It's definitely extruding now.
Anyways, so before it was 10, so let's make that 10. Let's go here. There it is. How does it look?
Looks good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, so and then so there we go now. So now we can do I hate fucking
It's tricky to
Pain in
manipulate.
my
I
ass.
know.
That's what it is. Okay, now we bring it in. Now we go like this, and now we can do like that. No?
Yeah. So, how do we want it? Do we want it sitting on top, or do we want to make like a little cut on the inside of the bigger circle and just place it inside of it for like a cool 3D effect? But I think even just having it extruded on the top is cool too. Just
Even
keep,
just
if we
this,
can keep it simple.
even like this is cool, pretty cool. Honestly, I don't have a
Yeah,
problem with
I
this
don't think
one,
we
yeah.
need to do anything crazy.
Yeah. What do you guys think? Let me know. Fuck, man.
I think that looks great. We just need to center it a little bit more, and then bam, it's good.
Why does it keep going in every time?
It shouldn't, cause like for me, it doesn't go in.
Man, fuck it. This 3D stuff hates me, man.
It hates me sometimes too. You're not the only one who's getting hate from this stuff at times. Oh shit. Okay. I feel like.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Ah, it's the subdivision.
Yeah, I lowered the
Ah.
subdivisions because I think there was like some. You don't really need subdivisions. Subdivisions just introduces like some crazy stuff that you don't necessarily need.
Do you know what that means though? Oh, bro, look at this subdivision thing.
Subdivisions, I don't know how it works in the context of SVGs, but like for like 3D models, what it'll do is how 3D models are made of just literally triangles.
But look at this. So subdivision, like if you do an even and odd subdivision, it becomes dark. You see that? If you do an even, it's normal. Odd, look, hold on. Odd, even.
I couldn't tell you why that's doing that.
Come on, Dan. You
That
should
is
know this.
crazy.
Okay, I think we need to allow the casting of shadows in this thing, honestly, man.
Let's see. Scroll down.
Because I think right now this one does not allow casting of shadows.
Lighting's hidden though. Look, so if you look at it, look at material on the right side.
What do you mean?
You see right here, lighting is turned off, and then.
No, it's not.
Oh wait. Oh, I was looking at something else, but let's see. It's casting and receiving is the shape, as the ellipse.
It feels like it's not really casting a shadow.
So it is casting and receiving is on.
Really?
Yeah.
Curious why I don't see any shadows. Do you know why?
No. What I want to do though is I'm gonna move the kind of like how we did it for the eye. This will make it easier to modify things. Is how we move the shape to the container. So what we'll do is we'll create a container for everything. So I'll do this. I'm just gonna group things to create a container.
Yeah.
So if you look at the left side, you'll see me creating a container.
Yeah,
where
I
I
can
just
see.
copy them together.
I see the group right there.
Oh, let me see. GitHub. I'll just call it GitHub. Because there's already something in here.
Yeah, because I don't see any casting of shadows for some reason.
And then I'm just gonna move the shape outside, and just so it makes it easier to modify stuff. There we go. So now all we're left with is the shape, the icon, and then the circle. So it'll make it easier to debug these things now. But
So now that we got that. Directional light, obviously that's not working so well.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't really see any casting of shadows, man.
Yeah. Let me see.
Do you?
No, me either. So I see that. Okay, so we have cast and receive on.
Yeah.
Cast and receive on here. You could always change the orientation of the light if that changes something.
No, I don't think so. Do you think so?
No.
Doesn't really change anything.
My bad. I just accidentally created a duplicate. But is it because of the material? Like, but it does have light on it.
Someone said, is the white circle too thick? No, not really. That's not the reason why it doesn't cast shadows.
No, that shouldn't be the issue.
But it does bring up a point. Maybe it is a bit too thick though, because like the box, the
yeah.
but it's the same one as the other box, by the way. Like you see this one?
It's right there. Yeah.
Like
so we can make that visible. So yeah.
Yeah. So if you want to compare it to this box, this was the Twitter box right there. You guys might
I
notice
think
that.
the GitHub one is a little bit smaller, maybe. They're actually, yeah, I think it's just a little bit smaller because it does look a little bit
I
more
don't know. It looks fine to
wide.
me, honestly. Kind of like it. Only thing it's not there is the fact that it does not cast shadows now. Which to me that's weird. It's like, why does it not cast a shadow? Convert path. Is it because the lighting? No.
What type of material did you say? Let me see.
What if we do, instead of using this, we do like,
Here, there's a Lambert physical license. Here we go.
for the other one, what was it before? Do you know? Material was just an icon. Ah, maybe the material's
Look.
difference?
Look at, you don't, do you see any lighting differences on?
No,
on it at
no,
all?
I see nothing, absolutely.
Unhighlight on it?
Let me see here.
Cause I think the highlight, I think your highlights making it a little bit harder to see. Let's see. You see, there is lighting there for me. Oh yeah, the lighting is there. Hell yeah, the lighting's there.
Yeah, and the lighting is there, bro. But it's not
You see
casting
it
a shadow,
changing?
though. Yeah, I can see, I see.
Well, for me, the shadows is definitely getting casted, like on the inside of the
but it's
like
not
GitHub
received.
logo?
But it's not received on the ellipses, I think.
No, it is receiving because receiving is on the ellipse. So if you click on the ellipse,
Yeah.
you'll see casting and receiving is on. So honestly, on the ellipse, we don't need it to cast shadows because we only want it to show shadows.
Yeah.
So we even disable casting on that one.
Yeah,
And
we just need to want to
receiving on
show
it.
receive. Yeah, that makes sense.
But no, the shadows are definitely working for me. I could,
Mm.
damn, that is insane the amount of depth that's added there.
Yeah.
I changed the material from I think the lighting, if you click on lighting for like either the
Yeah.
ellipse or the shape.
Let me go and remove this one. How to remove this icon? Ah, there we go.
Which one?
Sorry.
So might change it back to Fong just so that. Shadows are getting added, they're just very minimal.
Well,
just because there's a lot of bright lighting.
whatever. It's okay. It's fine.
So, I don't know if you can see it adjusting, but
Yeah. I think maybe because the ellipsis has a lot of lighting on it. I think that could be an issue too. Like
Yeah,
I think like. Yo, the ellipsis maybe
oh
has.
yeah, the lighting's really high on that one.
That's might be why, honestly.
Let me
Like
see
on
if
the
it-
icon BG, the lighting on that one was very different. Well, no, the lighting on it was still 60 actually.
60, okay. The lighting 60, shape. Let's see, when it comes up to 100.
Yeah, I don't know.
No.
What if we change the color? Does it still show? No shadow.
Well, the dark, when you make it a little darker, it's gonna make it harder to see. But I do see some shadow because there's good depth. I can see the depth in it. There
Okay.
are some shadows.
Yeah.
Because you don't need the shadows to be crazy, like
That's fine.
intense.
Okay, Daniel,
Yeah.
let's add this in because I need to go here in a second.
Yeah,
Have a
I
meeting.
understand. Yeah, go ahead. You can export that.
Okay, so let's go and export this, right?
Yeah,
Export this.
export it, and then of course we can update the settings under code export. So place settings.
Oh,
and then-
we forgot, but we need to actually. How does it look like in design? So it's
right.
now it's twisted
Right.
twisted upwards. So we need to, in terms of the actual.
I'm gonna center it real quick. There we go. It's good now.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Rotate.
How do I change the camera again? I keep forgetting. Personal camera right there. I see.
Personal camera. Yeah.
Right? Yeah. No.
Yeah, personal camera, and then of course you could adjust. You would literally just adjust the position of the camera, how you would move around the screen, and just change the rotation or whatever, and then get it as center as possible on it.
Gotcha. Alright.
Because
What?
no, because I'm thinking camera. Because I know in 3GS with camera you can control the position of the camera like X, Y, and Z like you would a 3D object.
Uh-huh.
I'm surprised I don't see that kind of thing here, like where it lets you specifically position the camera how you want it to be.
No, we did though,
positioned.
but we did the last time, didn't we?
Oh,
no, you go
not
like
that-
I see. Yeah, no, you're right. So here, I mean, there is a personal camera right there. So,
Oh well, I mean, I guess if you
and then you can
click
do
on-
add new camera, for example. You see, add new camera. I don't know how this camera looks like though. No, you can. You can do a camera, bro. Yeah, you can. Yeah, actually, you can.
Yeah, you could change the camera you want to use, of course. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyways, so use this camera. Let's go and select this thing. Let's position it. Rotate it over the x-axis.
Oh wait.
Oh, bro, there's your shadow.
Yep.
There's your shadow.
Nice.
Do you notice it now?
Yeah.
But it's weird. I think it's because it was way too much outside. Oh, that's interesting.
And you could also change the intensity of the light. I don't know how much that affects the ECU. You increase the intensity.
Oh no. Yeah, that's too much. Yeah, there we go. So
Yeah.
I do have to go on a meeting here at this point, guys.
Okay.
So next time we're gonna continue on with this, add more icons, make this look much better, and then continue on with the build. But good stuff,
yeah.
Daniel. Good stuff.
Oh yeah, love it.
Awesome, everybody. All right, everybody, have yourselves a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow's what time? 3 p.m. Actually,
3 p.m., yeah.
maybe you could do it early because I have another meeting at 5 p.m. actually. So maybe we could do like 2
Could
p.m.
do.
EST, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, everybody, have yourselves a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
To continue on with this build. Bye.
Thanks, guys.